WipKviey flies, la 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 la. WipKviey is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend a warm welcome. We have an unboxing for you guys today, and this thing came from Amazon. Let's get to it. We got the double-bladed bat knife on deck. So this is the WipKviey. Not sure how to pronounce that, but this is a drone, a quadcopter to be exact. It does have altitude hold, looks very familiar, has that Hudson look to it, as well as a geared prop situation going on. The Hudson with this design does not have a geared motor prop system. Back there, this is the transmitter right here. So we got altitude hold, so we have a self-centering throttle. Got buttons up here. We got trims here and all. Well, actually this one says stop, so not sure what these buttons are. Pretty sure these two are trims here, and these are probably trims here. So let's get this guy up close. So it does have a camera. Not sure the specs on this camera. You have the on and off switch right there. Let's see, open this up. Okay, so this doesn't come off this time on the Hudson version, or the Hudson lookalike of this quad here. I guess this is a clone of it, somewhat. This little battery bay door cover comes off. It stays attached on this one. I think that's probably better. Let's see. It doesn't look like you can charge the battery up from within the drone. I think I'm okay with that. Being as such, let's pull the battery out. So this is the battery. We have a 300 milliamp hour battery. Classic micro low-C connector on there. And if you ask me, I think this thing looks awesome. Really liking the shiny blue. Have these Cyma X11 style props on it. And we have these lights on the front. So I'm thinking this thing is a pretty nice night flyer. So let's get the battery in here. I want to see what the lights look like. Plug it in. Hopefully the batteries are not dead. A lot of times these little toy quadcopters come with dead batteries. Let's see. Okay, so it's not a dead battery. We have blue in the front, green in the rear, and we have two lights up here flashing. Let's turn that off. This is a little setup guide. It's a fold out. Color illustrations look really nice. Nice legible English. Looks like we have another language on the back. Might be French or Dutch, I'm not sure. We have extra props in there, a full set. We have prop guards in here, extras. We have prop guards on it. I think I'm going to remove those. I don't like flying with prop guards. We have the battery charger there. It's a USB charger there. Check it out. And we have an extra battery, so it comes with two batteries, and it looks like we have an instructions manual inside there and a screwdriver. So we might need this screwdriver to get inside the battery bay of this transmitter. Okay, so it takes 3 AAA batteries. I think I have a few of those. These batteries. Let me know in the comments if your dollar store turned into a $1.25 store like mine did. this little battery cover does snap in, so we don't really need this screw right there or the screwdriver any longer. Or maybe we might need it to take the prop guards off. But let's get this guy up in the air. Check it out. Maybe a quick night flight. We're going to remove these prop guards. Alright y'all, so we out back with this thing. The unpronounceable drone, the unspeakable, the WipKviey or whatever, however you pronounce this thing. We're going to check this thing out. The battery is fully charged. So let's try to get it in here. Okay, so it has a switch on here. So we can go from first, second, and third rate with just the switch right there. And also I wanted to make a correction on this thing. It does not have a camera. So this is the non-camera version. That front of it looks like it has a camera, but there's no camera. So let's take off with it. Did the auto take off just before dark, so you should be able to see the lights on it. We're in low rates. Let's check out the yaw. That's the yaw right there. The wind's blowing it away. So bringing it back. Can't really show you guys the pitch of it because it's too windy. So let's switch to the second rate. We're in second rate now. Let's look at the yaw now. In second rate. Let me take it up higher so you guys can see it. That's the yaw. In second rate. Pitch is a little better. Enough to fight the wind. There's forward pitch against the wind here. Kind of breezy out here. With the wind there. So far this thing seems like a pretty nice flyer. For altitude hold drone, we're in third rate. Let's look at the yaw now. So pretty decent yaw. A little bit more pitch, enough to really fly forward faster. Going into the wind, that's with the wind there. But we're able to fight the wind a little better now in the third rate. Let's see if we can do a funnel. Not really a good deep funnel. But it is a nice sporty flyer though, in third rate. And you guys should be able to see the lights on it and understand that this thing is a pretty decent night flyer. We have blue in the front, green in the rear though. No red lights on it. It works for me though, as long as the two lights in the front are different from the two lights in the rear, then it should be easy to make out your orientation of this thing. It does have these two lights in the front. I call them eyes. You have those white eyes in the front there. So let's see how it flips. So really snappy flips. And I tested this thing out indoors. Did a hover test with it and all. Checked the flips and it was holding position pretty nicely indoors as far as altitude. And it was doing really nice contained flips. Check it out. So the flips are really nice and controlled, real snappy. The wind is blowing a little out here, making it seem like it's not as stable as it really is. So this thing is definitely controllable for intermediate flyer in the wind. I wouldn't recommend beginners flying this guy out in the wind. It could get away from you. Hard enough trying to control it. You know, if you're not that good at flying it, and then you have the wind pushing it against you, against the way that the direction that you're trying to go. And I always say the more pitch you have, the better it is outdoors in the wind. Okay, that's awesome. This thing has an audible LVC alarm on the transmitter. You guys hear that? It's beeping. And the lights are flashing for a visual LVC. So I think I'm gonna fly it until it falls down. What's up, bro? So it's beeping. I want to see how does it come down. I'm guessing it's probably going to just land itself, not going to fall out of the sky. So not bad if you ask me. You have a audible LVC low voltage warning, as well as the lights flashing, so that'll alert you to bring this thing back in for a landing. And it's landing. So it landed on its own. That's the flight time that we get. We'll have it on the screen so you guys know exactly how long this guy was in the air. And pretty decent drone, although it's hard to pronounce the name. I guess we can just call this thing the Whip drone. I would say it's a pretty decent drone. Would it be considered an upgrade from the Hubsan model? I think so, because it doesn't have proprietary batteries. I like this one a little better. It has the same lighting scheme and all, and this one is a geared prop driven quadcopter, so it's more efficient than the Hubsan model. So I give it 2 thumbs up, definitely. Wish it didn't have altitude hold, but what can you say? That's the new trend nowadays. Hopefully they get back to having no altitude hold on these drones, or at least giving us an option to toggle that feature off. Pretty decent drone though. Thanks for watching.